this video is on how to access e-proceedings functionality on the e-filing portal. In order to access the e-proceedings functionality, you should be registered on the e-filing portal. You should have an active PAN or an active TAN in case the proceedings are related to a TAN. You should have received a notice, intimation, or a letter from assessing officer, CPC, or any other income tax authority, or you should be authorized to act as an authorized representative if applicable. The types of proceedings which are covered in e-proceedings are response to defective notice under section 139 subsection 9, prima facie adjustment under section 143 subsection 1 clause A, suo motu rectification under section 154, notices issued by assessing officer or any other income tax authority, or seek for clarification communication. Let us now look at response to defective notice under section 139 subsection 9. This is a notice which is issued by the income tax department if there are certain errors or omission in your return. You need to respond within 15 days. You may refer to the video on response to defective notice under section 139 subsection 9 to know more. Prima facie adjustment under section 143 subsection 1A is issued by CPC, which asks you to clarify any inconsistency noticed within your ITR or any variance between information in your ITR and audit report. You may either revise your return or respond to the variances in the notice within 30 days. Suo motu rectification under section 154 is issued when there is a mistake apparent from the record in your return and you receive a suo motu rectification under section 154 from the department. You need to agree or disagree with the proposed rectification as per the notice. Notices issued by assessing officer or any other income tax authority, which include proceedings under section 131, 133 subsection 6, 142 subsection 1, 147 and 148 are covered in the e-proceedings section. It also covers compliances under faceless assessment. The taxpayer can respond as self, authorized representative, or for any other PAN or TAN. Taxpayer can also seek adjournment for the response due date or seek video conferencing in this functionality. Seek for clarification communication is sent by CPC when certain information provided in the return is insufficient and clarification is required on certain claims made. The response to this notice is required to be submitted within 15 days to the department using the e-proceeding service. Let us now check how a taxpayer can use e-proceedings functionality. In order to access the functionality post login, you can click on pending actions and then go to e-proceedings. On the e-proceedings page, you can view all the proceedings for you under For Your Action tab. You can also see the notices as self or as authorized representative, and you can take action on the same proceeding. Let us first see how do we view and download a notice. On the proceeding record, you can click on View Notices. In order to check the notice, you can click on Notice/Letter PDF. Once you click on Notice/Letter PDF, you can download or you can view the PDF of the notice. Let us now see how we submit a response to the notice. You can click on View Notices for the relevant record. On the View Notices for the proceedings page, you can click on Submit Response. After submitting the response, you can view the response by clicking on View Response on the Success page. You can also refer to the user manual on e-proceedings to know more. In order to add an authorized representative to respond to the notice on your behalf, on the e-proceedings page, click on Add View Authorized Representative. On the Authorized Representative page, if there are no active authorized representatives, click on Add Authorized Representative. You can enter the required details of the authorized representative and click on Confirm. Please ensure that the person being authorized has a legally valid power of attorney. Enter the 6-digit OTP received on your mobile number and email ID registered with the e-filing portal and then click on Submit. A success message will appear on the screen. The added person must accept the request and upload their power of attorney within 7 days. You can also withdraw the authorized representative. In order to withdraw the authorized representative, On the authorized representative page, click on withdraw for that specific authorized representative. If your request has not been accepted by the authorized representative yet, they will be removed and the status will change to cancelled. If the authorized representative status is request accepted, then you will have to provide the reason for withdrawal before the authorized representative can be removed. Click OK, then the status will change to cancelled. If you wish to reactivate an authorized representative, you can click on Make Active. In this way, the e-proceeding service keeps track of your submissions and retains them for future reference. Using the e-proceedings functionality is very easy. To know more, you may visit our website www.incometax.gov.in or contact our helpline numbers.